Hey everyone, I've got something to show you. Setting up the smart stake. First thing you're going to want to do is get what I call the attenuation chamber put up into the fence area. The metal hook is what goes to the fence, the colored wire goes to the smart stake circuit. So essentially it uses the dielectric constant of various materials to convert 10,000 volts down to like maybe 1 or 2. So that is how you attenuate the voltage. And so now it's attached. Usually a good idea to put it by the post so it has more stability. And then just turn the fence on and you can monitor the power. And here we are with the formal introduction of the smart stake. Now, unlike the informal introduction, I'm not starting it out with both the Python program from the Raspberry Pi and the Arduino INO program running. So where is the Arduino? Well, it does have a role to play, but just not with the smart stake directly. Because, well, essentially, this is why. So as you can see, there's a bit of a communication problem between the Raspberry Pi and the Arduino when the Raspberry Pi wants to send out an email. Communication gets lost, and then the program crashes. In other words, the fence does not get monitored. So with the Raspberry Pi Solo, it can, in fact, do the fence monitoring and emailing without any problem of communication error. Not as much, anyway. So we're going to go ahead, and the Arduino is going to play a part yet, so don't count it out. And so here we are with the Python program. We've got both an upright score and a fence power, depending upon the tilt sensor and the input of voltage to the ADC that goes to the Raspberry Pi, because the Raspberry Pi, unlike the Arduino, does not have an analog in naturally. You've got to make that happen yourself. So, anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to start with the program and go. So essentially, it'll just give you an upright score for the amount of time that the tilt sensor is not off, and it'll give you the power supply. Now, if we go ahead and unplug this, we'll see how long it takes for my phone to actually tell me that it is in fact off and out. So we're going to unplug, and how long is it going to take? Alright, power down. And there it goes. I've been notified pretty quickly. So then it'll keep doing that like every 10-15 seconds. And so we should get another notification. Yep, there we go. So get over here and turn that on. So I will do that right now. I'm plugging it in. There we are. There we go. Now what about the tilt sensor, you might be wondering? Well, I've got that right out here, and I'm going to display that for you right now. So I'll just take this phone, and on top of the stake, with the... Yeah, I gotta be careful I don't touch that. But here's my phone, and there is the tilt sensor on top of that post. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to knock this post down off balance. Let that go, like that. Okay, now how long does it take for me to find out that it is out of orientation? There we go. As it says, fence is down. It'll keep doing that until I put it back upright. So we'll let it do it one more time. Okay. Now let's go and pull it up. That's what I got the string attached to it for. When we pull this up, and it's still telling me the fence is down. So we put it upright. And yeah, fence is down. And we should not get anything else. So it's told me that the fence is down 3 times and the power down twice. And it looks like we're not getting any more notifications, so it's up and good to go. Okay, for now, let's go back to the Arduino, because that in fact does have a very important role to play. But let me just get this thing put up right, because I don't want it to keep going off telling me that the fence is down. Okay, now, let's talk Arduino. Now this Arduino, like I said, it can be a very nice complementary item to have for the SmartStake, and I'll show you why. And here we have the subterranean hygrometer. Use it to monitor the humidity and temperature of the soil. Put it about 6 to 12 inches deep, or however deep the posts are, so that if it goes from freezing to melting temperature, you'll know that the posts are likely to come out and will need attention very soon. And the anemometer monitors wind speeds, so you'll know if the posts are going to likely be pulled out by wind. And so, as you can see, the Arduino's got quite a lot of surveillance to do. And we're going to go ahead and start that up right now. So now we've got the Arduino going. And we just need to upload that. And uploading. Okay, done uploading. Good. We now open up this, and here we can see the many conditions of the outside. We've got air humidity, ground and air temperature, and the wind speed. So this is all freeware from adafruit.com, so I don't lay claim to any of this code, but like I said, it's very handy to have so you can try to analyze what's going on with the fence, if it goes down or if the power fails. So that would be the SmartStake, along with the Arduino weather station. It makes the SmartStake a smarter stake. And hello folks, Afi here. I had to update the programming, so things have changed a bit. An upright score of 5 is good. We will not get a warning from the online email account. Fence power 0, however, means it's good. That you can hear the click and you can see the light of the fence way out there. So yeah, now a fence power of 0 is a good thing. So let's see if we get that again, and then we'll tell the fence good night. About a half a minute per test. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and we are going to pull the plug. Like so. And that means the upright score of 5, and the fence, nothing out there. So what do we get? We get a fence down. Good night, fence.